I'm here with Nana Kofi, CEO of Legacy Life Institute. Can you tell us about Legacy Life Institute?
All right, so Legacy Life Institute is a personal development company, and we are more into mindset transformation services, world creation, and also human capital development. So basically, what we do is that we shape minds, we transform people, and we also help them to build wealth. Yeah, so not just teaching them, to transform their mind, but also how they can also acquire wealth. Because I believe wealth is an important factor in the success journey. Yeah.
So, listening to you speak, one thing I picked up was the fact that you should be conscious of the type of knowledge you, let me say, assimilate. Because there's the tendency of you to soak in knowledge that is bad for you, and then there's also the tendency to pick up one which is good for you. Exactly. So, I would like for you to talk more about why you should pay heed to the type of knowledge you assimilate in as an individual.
Okay, the scriptures makes us understand that the lack of knowledge makes people perish, and this knowledge there is a specific body of knowledge. We have different types of knowledge. We have the noxes, we have the pignosis, we have the noxia. So there are a lot of bodies of knowledge available, but you need to know what you want to achieve. Then you go for that body of knowledge. Imagine someone who wants to become a footballer, always listening to musicians. How are you going to get to that? It doesn't tally. So you need to be conscious of the knowledge, and not even just any knowledge, but the knowledge of truth, because you can be living your life based on a knowledge of a lie. That's why you have false doctrines, and people are living their lives on these doctrines. So we need to be particular about the kind of knowledge that we choose in our case to become successful. And
one thing I also picked up was the fact that there's a God factor. Yeah. Whatever you did, you linked it to God and then to the Bible too. Yeah. So would you like to also talk about that part of your message?
One thing that I believe is that if you want to become resourceful in life, you have to have a source. And for me and the people in my circle, our source is God. That is why I'm always conscious of that presence that surrounds my life, because I believe I'm a product of the Word of God, and I'm a product of God's intellect and wisdom. So whatever I do, I cannot ignore my source. If I want to be resourceful, if I want to be impactful, there's no way I can ignore the manufacturer. Exactly. So you take yourself like an iPhone. The only way you can get to use the iPhone very well is when you get to understand the intention behind the creation of the iPhone. So you go back to the manual. That's why we have something called manual. So for me, my manual is God. That makes me to function appropriately and effectively. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, his manual is God, and it is evident in his life. The next question I have for you is that some people missed it, So I would like you to give us a brief or summarize your message for us, so that our viewers who are unable to attend today's program would have an idea of what you spoke about.
Sure. All right. So basically today I had talked about the power of knowledge for a transformed mind in living a purposeful life. And this is particular to me because in as much as we want to have a renewed mindset, the knowledge that we are using to renew our mind is very important. And in as much as we also want to live a purposeful life, our mindset is very needed. So I said something that the effectiveness of fulfilling your purpose in life is tied to the efficiency and sufficiency of knowledge. So it's not just about chasing knowledge, but accurate knowledge and sufficient knowledge. You might have knowledge, but if that knowledge does not help you to acquire the result that you want, then you need to maybe upgrade the knowledge. That's why even in phones we have something like updates. You have to update the software. Maybe it's an app, you have to update it. So there's that need or that challenge for you to always be updating yourself. So basically what I talked about today is how you can identify the right bodies of knowledge to elevate you into the next stage of your life.
Okay, so the last question I have to ask you is that if there's anyone out there watching who wants to maybe step into your shoes or probably go the line you've told, what will you tell the person, and then what are some things the person should look out for?
The first thing that I would tell the person is believe in yourself that you can do it. There are some doctrines that go around saying you can believe in God but don't believe in yourself, because believing in yourself is like you think you can do it. But that is false. Why? Because the God that we are always talking about is a God that doesn't live outside of us. The God lives in us, as Paul said to the people in Athens. And so when we're able to believe in ourselves that we are capable of becoming whatever we want to become, that is the surest way to become that which you desire. So Napoleon Hill made a statement that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, not just conceiving an idea, but believing that idea, that image that you have can be achieved, then you can become successful. So if you want to step into this pathway, these are the three things I'll tell you. Conceive an idea, believe that you can manifest that idea, then go ahead to achieve it, and you will achieve outstanding results. Yeah.
Thank you for your time, and I'm sure our viewers, even though they weren't here, have learned a lot from the little you've told us.
All right, sure. My name is Nana Kofi Quansah, as Leon said, and I want you to all subscribe to Exclusive Hype GHTV on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and check out the amazing content that they are putting out. You know, the media field is one of the most important field that we have to pay attention to. The media controls about 90% of how our life is being molded. So we go out there and you see bloggers or journalists posting some information there, we feast our minds on it, and sometimes it becomes part and parcel of our life. So the media plays an influential part of our life. You know, it's part of the 7 mountains of the world. We have 7 mountains of the world, and the media is part of the topmost. So I believe that what Exclusive Hype doing, GH is doing, is very needed in our society. So we all should pay attention to them. Kudos to all that they are doing, and we thank them for being part of this year's Paradigm Shift Conference. It's been a much blessing. God bless you all, and thank you. All right.
We are glad we had you for the interview.
Sure.